Yes, we're back on Writing the Cootin. I was going to say my favourite threesome, but
where is he?
He's got the corona.
Is he?
But
a case.
He doesn't drink.
A case.
I tried to hear that.
That's one thing he doesn't need is a corona.
No, Birds would need about 100 kronas to get off him for window.
Aye.
My favourite threesome, but obviously not yours.
No.
You got a favourite?
It's in there.
Right, we're going to talk about the huge game at the weekend, obviously. Ross County v Hamilton, who do you fancy?
Great game.
We're not going to talk about that.
I don't know, because probably we should.
We'll come
Can
to
I
that
talk
then.
about Hamilton again?
Oh, love the Hamilton daft. But we're going to talk about first a team that are struggling. Hearts versus St Mirren. Hearts are going down like Liverpool's goalie last night, slowly and painfully.
I don't get why Liverpool took him. Because West Ham...
Oh, he was at West Ham, wasn't he?
West Ham, he was alright, but he's liable to make a stupid mistake like he done last night. So
Put them in the Champions League.
But listen, you can't blame... Everyone's blaming the goalkeeper and all that and mistakes at the back. There's chances they missed.
Nah.
You can't
You wouldn't have missed them, young man,
No,
would
you
you?
can't keep blaming just one. That's the worst thing about a goalkeeper. They make one mistake, they get crucified. Strikers missed so many chances.
I know, but goalies are weirdos.
I know, they're weird. They're weird. They don't think I said it forwards. They're hopeless.
Right,
Like
Derek,
Derek
Hearts as well. Are Hearts away?
They're in huge trouble, by the
big
way.
time,
And do you know something? When I seen the comments of Stendhal this morning, in terms
you're
of
up early, aren't you?
the lost...
This morning.
Marker, let's be honest. He says, right, the players lost a little bit of hope.
Aye.
My God, I was going to swear there,
Really?
but
Go swear.
Oh, come
Go
on.
Come on,
Do they not realise the situation they're in? And for the manager, and actually says, I'll sort it in Sunday.
Aye.
No, last night was an absolute huge game for them. It was done as a must win, a 6 point.
I'm delighted for my team. My old team.
So for Stendhal, for some of the comments, does he quite? I don't think he kind of grasps the situation that they're in serious trouble. Marker have gone down. But listen, let's flip it. Get Jim Goodwin, coming off a 5-0 drubbing against Celtic.
As well, yeah.
Very good looking young man. Good. I liked Jim.
What did he do? You had 5 minutes with him.
Do you know what?
What did I do with him?
Do you know what?
Work on his touch.
Do you know what the difference is? Jim knows.
Sorry,
Jim knows the club and he knows.
Oh.
That was a freebie getting battered with Celtic. You're not expecting none for that. So he'd have told the players, don't worry about it, let's go. And Hearts is a big one.
There's still a pride about you when you're
I know
going
that, but
to-
Hearts is a big one, and they've done everyone proud and pleased last.
We had Scott Allen on the podcast, and he said that St Mirren are one of the hardest teams that he's played against this year. Just in how they're set up to break down. And that's how you stay up.
And it's not being
Jim's not
disrespectful.
bad. He can still play, Jim. He's not bad to play. He might not last 90 minutes. Because he'll get sent off.
His team reflects himself
personality,
because he was a hardy boy.
Aye,
he was a
good
grafter.
player.
Aye,
He was a good player.
Aye, I know it's like a lot of kind of boys that are hard boys. They don't get the credit for what they can do with the ball. But they're solid. They're drilled. They're organised. And they're hard to break down. And what they've struggled is at the final third bit. The goal last night, it was just a lump up the park. Be honest, a clearance. But the big fella, he's on it in a flash. And gets the strike away. So, aye. Right. I mean, they're a hard side to play against. But for Hearts, I just don't get them. A couple of great results, and they keep talking about this. Oh, we'll be fine because once the split comes, it's the bottom six they'll be playing against. Well, that's where they've struggled. They've played better market against the teams in the
they've
top
only played well
4 or
against
5.
Rangers, really. That's only 2 games they've played, didn't it, really?
Listen, they're up against
Hibs. They've done well against Hibs, yeah. That's the 3 games.
And we speak about, St Mirren, we're talking about how well organised, they've got a bit of hunger. Hamilton are used to this. They flick on the survival mode. They're right into it. I think they enjoy this time of the season because they get a little bit of because they get a wee bit of limelight. They don't get it any other time. So listen, the Hearts have got to be careful. I thought they would have been.
I thought Ross
this
County
time.
were going to be struggling. I thought they would have bit Hearts. I didn't foresee Hearts being as bad.
Solid and well drilled. That was how you used to get described on a Saturday.
Yes.
So a couple more points for Daniel Stendhal. Will they go down?
Yes, I think it might.
Would you get rid of him?
Keep. Oh, you've got to get rid of him.
Now?
No, I don't know about now, but if he keeps going talking about the way he's talking, it's not good for the team.
No.
We lost this, we lost that. I don't get all this, talking to players. Sometimes you've got to give players bollock and you've got to tell them what you think. Show your passion as a manager and try and get that through to the players, because if they don't do it, they're in a big trouble. I think they're
2 wins in 14 games, right? And then you look at his record
you
before he left.
he does research.
No,
He's a
but
man.
he's
He's
not.
a man. He should be sitting here nearly.
And before he left Barnsley, he had no wins in 10.
Didn't you know he was at Barnsley?
Wow, listen to this guy.
But, no, but I'm just trying.
We need to get him on that money,
But you're saying, is it panic time? Of course it's panic time. Would I have changed the manager? Do you know something? I would have. And I know he's come out with these methods and it worked for a game or two, the rope and the old goggles, all that sort of stuff. But it's unbelievable.
Again, it sounds like Saturday night, you back in the day.
Get the rope. What's that rope thing? It's a rope-a-dope.
Will they go down, Derek? Will they get relegated? Give us a prediction.
Listen, I hope no.
I hope not.
Do you know,
They're a
I
big
think,
club.
I think they could be even play.
Ackies are not going down.
No.
I think there's just something about Ackies. I don't know. I know you don't want me to keep talking about
that,
it, but it's
I think
just
that result last night will keep some money.
And the league.
I think that's it going.
So we've got what, 8 games to go. So
how close is Ross County
huge,
to them? Because I fancy them again.
Ross County, do you know, defensively, that's where they'll struggle. Although, I mean, Rangers at the weekend, they were a bit better, Ross County, defensively against Rangers, which wouldn't be hard at the moment because Rangers are struggling. But that's, if you look at the goals that they've leaked throughout the season, that's where they could find themselves back down there.
Wow. Big club Dundee United coming up to replace Hearts though, so like for like now. Want Hearts? You want Hearts now? You want Dundee? They derby games.
And do you know something? You kind of want Dundee United. You're talking about Dundee United because I was at the Dundee United Dunfermline game. Huge following, they brought. I know they're sitting top of the league, but you need that. You need the support.
teams,
I
Of
know,
course
it's
you
not
do.
as far as Ross County.
Right, before we get on Celtic and Rangers, I tweeted that Billy Gilmore should be in the Scotland squad.
I know.
Do you agree?
Yes.
Why is he not?
Because we do things different. We know better than everybody else in the world. As soon as you get a talent coming through, any other country in the world put them in. No, we go, no, we'll need to nurture them, we'll put them in there and it's
What is that playing for the 21's going to do for
man
that
a match
boy now?
against Liverpool and against Everton, but they can't play for the Scotland team. I don't get it.
Well, one thing.
The boys that are playing, no disrespect to the boys and the Celtic boys, they're doing well, but they've not done it for Scotland. So they need something new. I think they need to freshen up. I think the boys it was outstanding against Liverpool and Everton. Now, if that's no confidence, and if Frank Lampard thinks he's good enough to play in the Premiership,
Trying to get into the top four under enormous pressure.
I know, and cruising it, absolutely. But he's not even cruising through the game. Even the commentators going, oh my God. And
Roy Keane saying he's world class.
Aye, brilliant. And then we just go, they'll put you in under 21s.
Can you believe it, Derek?
Well, I'm trying to put myself in Stevie Clarke's shoes, the way he's
But
thinking.
he's got to bring him in the squad, surely.
I know.
That's what I think.
Well, I think that's what they're saying. He's going to be in the 21s. If there is call-offs, I think he'll get promoted pretty quickly. I think at the minute with Billy, that Stevie's maybe thinking ahead to the Israel game, he's got a team in his mind, he's got a midfield in his mind, and Billy isn't figuring that. So, but I think he will get promoted, but you just don't know. Foot was a funny thing.
Surely as a manager to Derek, if you've got your team in your mind, you can change that team.
Of
when
course,
you see a boy like
he's an
that,
exceptional
it's a
talent.
Scotland manager that can change like that
He's an
because
exceptional
there'll be.
talent.
Of course he is. He's the most technically gifted player we've seen in Scotland for a long time.
I mean,
the one thing about Billy, see when he's playing, you're talking about that game he's been in, the Liverpool games, the other game he played in. That doesn't phase him one bit. I've watched him quite a lot with the 21s, and he just sits in front of that back four, and he makes things look easy. But when he's in a wee bit of trouble, he needs to get himself out. He's got the ability to go up. So he can handle all that. He's a confident, clever, and technically gifted young man. That's for sure.
Can you imagine McGinn, Billy Gilmore,
McGregor,
McGregor and McTominay? That's four players that you go, wow. I would be frightened to play against them. That's technically superb players. And if we kind get them in, and just keep playing with boys like Ollie Butner, he's in more clubs than I've been in a Saturday night. You know, it's incredible.
And I think that's
he can't get sold. So they don't know what position he's in, what box in, and the boy. You know, McBurney has not scored one goal, so he's scored a couple of goals. I think you've got to put boys that are in form.
Yeah,
I just
feel confidence.
I think that's the frustration in it when you see you've just mentioned a couple of guys. You know, in terms of their ability, they're not even in the same wavelength, the same class as we Billy. So
And people are saying about, maybe no be as good off the ball, but the last 2 games he's ran the most out of any Chelsea player.
Yeah, and you watch
Covered
him,
the most
he never hides, he always shows for the ball. And
all the great midfield players done a lot of running, didn't they? Pirlo and all, they are brilliant, weren't they?
Out of possession, he's good. Because he knows it, he tracks back, he gets into good position. He reads the game. He's a clever boy. He's technically gifted, but he thinks about the game. And he plays with he plays with pictures.
I like it,
in his mind. He's always got a vision. He knows what's. As soon as he receives that ball, he knows where it's going.
I'll not ask you the pictures in your mind. So Ryan Kent's hoodie last week, Steve Clark's shoes this week. Look at this is a fucking fashion show.
I don't do pictures, it's videos.
Right, Celtic and Rangers, here we go.
There we go.
He's wanting an arm wrestler at before we start.
Oh, by the way,
Yes.
somebody wasn't happy with that. That
You
Slaney
hurt
was
Slaney.
no, I didn't mean
He's
to.
got- he's got broken
hip.
shoulder.
That Slaney was trying to pick on an old man like
I know,
myself.
I know.
It's
That's how he works,
actually
mate.
a boy from Aberdeen.
Who? Constantine?
No, Bruce Anderson wants to take Slaney on.
No way.
Yes, he is not a happy man.
How did he pull it? Did he tell you?
Oh, well, he's told Lewis, he says, he wants to take him on in some club. So where it's naked wrestling again, that oiled up one.
Get the mud.
Bruce, the challenge is here. Slaney, once Slaney's back fit
Aye.
and fine fettle, I think that should go ahead somehow.
Who'd your money be on, Anderson or Slane?
What? I'm going to go with Slaney, to be honest with you. So.
Aye.
Always Slaney.
Slaney's corner is an animal,
I'm in
so-
Slaney's corner, to be honest with you.
Right,
There
you
go.
could go Anderson's corner.
Right.
There we go. Right, Celtic v Rangers.
Amla.
Have you been there?
No.
Right. Derek, is this a game that the Rangers players will be looking forward to, or will they be dreading it?
I don't know at the minute. You know, some of the stuff it's coming out for that. I think there'll be one or two that may be quite happy because Rangers are underdogs, and that seems to suit one or two of the players. But again, it's one you should be. You want to savour. You're at home. You've not been playing well. You've been under severe pressure. How do you get that monkey off your back? It's by beating Celtic. That's it. As simple as. It will go a wee bit towards rewarding the fans in some way because it's been horrible. It's been horrendous. And if you think a 1-0 win up at County, you know, the result was good, but still struggling in the final third. Morelos not at the races at the minute, and a few others just no stepping up to the mark. So Rangers have been good against Celtic, and that's where you take a little bit of confidence from. But they're certainly underdogs going into this game, even though they're at Ibrox.
Before I move on to you, Frank, Derek, if Rangers win it at the back of the title race?
No,
No?
the title's gone. I said that to you.
Right.
I think the title's gone. And I think it's payback time in terms of...
It's just pride now, innit?
Of course, give the fans something. You know, give them that... I mean,
We've got 2 games left against Celtic.
they've suffered. The punters have suffered so much after the break. So it's time to give a little bit back.
Issue.
They're trying
What
to...
do you want to do?
I don't know that side.
I hate when he starts talking about it. You talk us through it. Come on. The financial expert, Frank McAvenny, after his 4 divorces,
I
right?
don't know. Somebody just told me the other day, and I'm saying, what's that mean?
started
How
drama.
many can you... Basically just put a hat round.
I don't know.
I don't know what it means.
Right, can I talk about football? Because I'm close.
I know.
That sort of stuff.
Go on.
Is this the biggest game of Steven Gerrard's Rangers career?
You know what, Steve? He's been coming out and...
Big week for him, though.
I know he's been coming out and saying, you know, a lot of things. He's got a bit of luck on his side because with this coronavirus, Ibrox is going to be full, the atmosphere is going to be great, so that's going to help them. And then they're going to go out there and it's friendly because there's no crowd
fans,
getting in. So that's going to help Rangers. In between that, there's a wee game, a wee old firm game that, you know, squeezed in amongst it. But listen, I don't know. He comes out, sometimes I think he's too honest with you. He comes out and has a go to players, which I don't mind. I honestly don't mind that.
Got the modern day player.
The modern
probably
day
can't
kind
take
of,
it,
you know what, Greek and all that, go away to their agents and wait to their mum and all that kind of nonsense. You know,
She's going to their mum, you or them?
the last manager never shouted at me or that kind of, I can't be bothered with all that. You know, it's just that you shouldn't be in the team. If you can't handle that, you shouldn't be in Celtic at Rangers.
See the fact that Rangers have been good against Celtic this year, does that worry you a wee bit?
I think that the couple of times the midfield that's been playing against Rangers has been wrong for me. Due.
So what's your midfield for Sunday and tell us?
If Sham's fit, I'd play him. Rogic, you need players that's going to hold on to the ball. I think, you know, the last couple of games, Johnson, Christie, McGregor, and they've not been able to hold on to the ball. Forrest, whereas your boys like Rogic and Sham, Scott Brown's he's the first one on the team sheet, but you know what I mean. You've got to boys that I think if Sham doesn't play, Rogic's got to play because Christie's want to play up front now, and you know. But I think he's got to say if you're playing at the weekend, you've got to sit in midfield because he's got to play 2 up front. And he's going to have.
That was my next question. Has it got to be 2 up front?
It's got to be 2 up front. Listen, I think so. I think Lenny knows, like Derek says about different things. You've got your own minds. Stevie Clark's got your minds team. Lenny will know his team. And if he can get the boys fit enough to play, I think Sham coming in gives Scott Brown a licence to go. And when Sham's on the team, he's got to sit there and he's the only one that can tackle, really. So when Sham's in the team and he can get the ball and he can spray 40-yard passes, he's got something that the other boys haven't got. They all want to score goals. McGregor wants to score goals. Christie wants to score. Forrest. And they're good at that. But sometimes when you're at Ibrox, everything's in midfield. Right,
One and lost in the midfield,
They tighten, they don't go down the wings, they leave up for Tavernier and all right. But everything's in midfield and you've got to combat that. You've got to win that battle. That was my manager used to say to me, win the battle first and then your own ability will take you where you want to go. So that's what they've got to win that battle first in midfield.
But the front group, because Rangers' weakest part of the team for me is centre half, aren't they?
Come back to what you're saying, Mark. Celtic need to be physically stronger than the middle of the park. Because that's where they've came undone against. That's where Rangers have bullied them.
They bullied them
and got about them. So that's why
Ryan likes
you're saying the boy Sham.
He loves going that way and he's great going that way. But in midfield, when boys are getting in amongst that, sometimes you can't play the fancy footballers. You've got to have somebody in there that's
got a bit of strength.
So Rangers
have been better than Celtic in going up against each other. They've been certainly better in the middle of the park. I think both of them, both sides, are suspect at the back for me, and it's who can get at each other. You know, Celtic going with the 2 up top. You know, they're in fine form, aren't they? Morelos, you know, I don't know.
Who are you going, Morelos or Canberra?
At the moment, do you know something? I might even plump for Canberra. Yes, because do you know Morelos is the best player that Rangers have got, best forward, right? But there's something missing for that wee fella. I don't know if he's not fit enough. Maybe he's put on a few pounds. He's not training as hard. But then Stephen Gerrard says he has been training hard. But then is he playing for himself or is he playing for the team? It's not about him. It's about the rest of the boys. I think I heard some comments last night for Stephen Gerrard that when he's picking a team and the tactics, it's about the team. It's not about any one individual. And I think for parts of this season, I think Morelos thinks it's all about him. Well, it's not. You know, so if you want to get your move, see if you want to suit the club, well, start going and putting some performances in. Start working your socks off. Start doing a bit of running for some of your teammates. Make yourself available. It's not just about you.
Tell him the better he plays, the better club he'll get if he leaves.
Exactly.
I mean, I don't get it.
I know how Gerrard feels. I've got a wee ginger guy in here who thinks it's all about himself as well. Two questions. Another question for you. Tavernier could be struggling. Is that a good thing or a bad thing for Rangers?
I know they're saying he's got a foot injury, but you wonder how bad that injury is. Because, do you know...
You'd play through it, wouldn't you, if you're the Rangers captain?
Of course you would.
But then he's come out, and we've spoke about, you know, some of the stuff that he's come out with, and maybe it's better for all concerned that he's maybe been took out that situation.
I don't understand what... Listen, we've all done it, we've all said something, and then all of a sudden, when you read it, it's not what you meant.
They can twist, of course.
I think he's
but Marka, that was in a programme.
Captain of Rangers, you can't... I don't get it. Somebody stitched him up big time. And it's somebody...
I've not heard him coming out and say, I never said that. So it's been...
He probably says it, but he never meant it in that context or something like that.
Marka, my issue last week was... Somebody must have a look at that before that's get printed and maybe something must flag up and you must go at that.
That's what he's good at.
You must go at, hey, come on, what's happening here? You know, maybe you need to just take this out of the programme.
If you're sitting talking to somebody, you say, you know, when they get in my face, we don't play. They really want to put that in the programme, you know what I mean? He's just talking to somebody and they've stitched them up because that's a huge statement. You know, that's a huge statement. But Jim, and listen, training worked in the media all his life. He should have sorted that out. That's what he's there for. If he doesn't flag that up to take it out and say, because that's what you're supposed to protect the players and the manager. I think that's what Jim was supposed to be for, is it no?
I don't know.
So if that's in the programme, you're going. Well, I don't know, but your media is supposed to be in the media. So I would have thought you need to control that, and that's a big flag up.
We have the same trouble controlling you front.
I know.
He's missing with a foot injury. You had a foot fetish. Do you think he'll play?
I know.
Tavernier.
No, it's a foot. Not fetish.
Do you think he'll play?
Who?
Tavernier.
If he's fit, I think he might, because he's got to play his best team.
Poster struggled, didn't he, against Ross County?
Aye, a little bit, to be honest. I thought the young boy might have come in.
Patterson?
Aye.
Would you put him in a Celtic Rangers game?
I sometimes like that, a young guy just
But the
through in
bottom line is
no fear. You
You've
just
got to
go
play
in
your
there.
best team, ain't you? I think if
The young boy get his opportunity. I think Stephen Gerrard thinks a lot of him, but sometimes just that kind of enthusiasm, that freshness, just throwing a young boy in, it rubs off on the rest of the players. So,
Yeah, young boy could do it.
of course.
Ibrox, aye.
Why not?
Massive
That's why.
game, that.
Well, if you're at Rangers,
Well, of course, I know.
That's
I know.
why they're there.
Yeah.
They're there because if they're given the opportunity, they should be able to grasp that.
Aye.
So if they don't feel that they could
But not everyone
go into
can
an
do it,
atmosphere
Derek.
like
Not everyone
Celtic
can do
Rangers,
it.
then you shouldn't be there.
Aye.
Simple as.
Aye.
Correct. Okay, we're going to talk about the coronavirus. Should titles, relegations be decided upon how many games have been played so far?
Marker.
Aye. Do you know what? I was thinking about something like that, because can you imagine them stopping it in England when Liverpool's so far ahead and they've not won a title in 30 years or something?
Oh
Can you
my
imagine-
God, to be out final.
Can you imagine that? Unlucky boys. Like
What about closed door? Would you play them closed doors?
What? No. No, I think it's horrible to play closed doors.
Aye.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like that
think
either.
that's what I'm saying. The Rangers are going to have a big advantage because it's going to be full of Ibrox and then it's going to be empty over there. So they've got a big advantage in European ties.
So what should happen there? Just a wee delay on the league? Maybe play Saturday, Tuesday
Make it
for the end of
worse.
the season?
Do you know something?
I think it gets worse.
We just need to wait and see what's going to
I don't
happen.
think anyone knows
You know,
what- I don't think anyone knows what to do.
We're on the dark. We've not got a Scooby what is happening. But I would agree with Marcus. Says behind closed doors.
Nah, it's
That's what
horrible.
the game's about.
Horrible.
Is it? No, it's about
Atmosphere.
We're talking about Sunday.
Aye.
It's going to be electric, isn't it? You know, Rangers have been struggling, but will they come out in force? Absolutely. Will the atmosphere be electric? What? Aye. That's what the game's about. Without that,
I had to laugh at statements coming out last night. I mean, St Mirren against Hearts. If you cough, get in, you're not getting in. I was like, what? What is security? Anyone coughed has got or blows their nose, they're not getting in.
Not getting in.
I'm like, you can see them do that at Ibrox. Oh, no, you're not getting in.
Can I tell you, wee Slaney's been stocking up on toilet roll, but it's nothing to do with wiping his ass.
I know. You guys got a box set, is he? He's on
Right.
Game of Thrones against.
Another massive fixture this week. Motherwell play Aberdeen Friday night.
cracking fixture, so it is, and one I'm looking forward to. You know, obviously, two sides desperate to get that third spot. Aberdeen have picked up, so they have. I think Motherwell struggle for a wee bit, but they've got. I've always said it. You've heard me saying before. I like the way Motherwell play. They play with width, they play with pace. So it's a real 50-50 game. And again,
Done me last week. I'm not happy with them. Done me for my captain last week.
for Aberdeen,
No, Motherwell.
Hit the bar again, young man.
Fancied the draw and then I took Motherwell to beat Hearts.
and the good story is as well with
Turnbull signed in
Motherwell,
a deal.
Turnbull, and you know,
Brilliant.
and it's. What's
means
great
he's
to
getting
see a
sold.
young guy saying, listen, they've put it's easy for a club just to kind of ditch you and say, I'm not going to give you another contract, I'm not going to look after you. They've looked after him, and you know,
got to
and
look
he's
after
paid
Turnbull.
them
He's one
back
of the
in
best
terms
players
of,
they've got.
you know, so it's great to see him because that must have been horrible, not just for him, but his family, everybody concerned, just about to get your dream move, go to Celtic, it's took away from you. So how did that affect him mentally? So fair play to everybody concerned.
sticking by them, saying
If that was you, you'd have been off in the summer for free,
You
wouldn't
would do, aye, you're right. Aye, you would have been off. But you know, so it's lovely to see. It's lovely to see the.
He's paying them back. That's good.
And again with Turnbull, I mean, I don't know him, but Lewis knows him a little bit being in squads.
Seems like a nice boy.
And that's it. Level-headed, good lad, terrific football player. So it's brilliant to see
No
him
matter
back.
what happens now, you
So-
sign the contract, they'll get more money, so that's good. Everyone wins.
Contracts in one, actually.
Everyone wins.
Aye, good. So, but I tell you what, cracking game. So it is so a real 50-50.
If Motherwell win and extend the lead to 4 points, will they have the European spot wrapped up?
No.
No.
You're
chance.
probably not a good guy. Ask about wrapping up, but
No, wrapping up. Christmas presents, I think.
do you fancy Motherwell to take third this year, Frank? I think they will.
I think it's between. No, because they the chance to beat Hearts. I mean, everyone else is
I
beating
don't know
Hearts.
about Hearts is
Can't-
not a bad result, no?
Oh, don't give nonsense. No, Hearts the way Hearts are playing. Any other day, any other year, yes, but no. They should beat Hearts last week.
So who do you fancy for that? Giant Aberdeen are better equipped than
I
Motherwell?
think so. They've been there before. They've done the course. You know, Rangers maybe third. I'm like kidding. I'm only kidding.
That's kind.
No, but I think Motherwell, it's between Motherwell, Aberdeen definitely, but I think Aberdeen's been there. They've been out of the course before, haven't they? So.
Have you both took this game on the coupon?
No, because it's a Friday
Right,
night.
okay, well, I'm going to ask you who do you fancy to win
A
the
draw.
game?
I think it could be a draw, a 2 each, 3
Right.
each. I think it'll be a
it?
good game. It's at Fir
Fair
Park.
Park.
So it's Friday night. So
Go on,
that's.
fancy it?
No.
Who do you fancy for the game?
Motherwell. I'm not taking it, but Motherwell, fancy Motherwell.
I fancy Motherwell as well. Right, okay, we're going to go to the coupons now.
Listen, I hope Aberdeen don't play the 3 at the back. They kind of matched up against Hibs last
Do you want
Saturday.
me to
Went the 3 at the back as well. I don't think it kind of worked. So I think
Did he
McInnes.
change it? Because they struggled early on, did he change it?
Aye, he always changes it, Derek McInnes. So he always adapts to the game. By the way, as a manager, as a coach, he's clever.
I know,
He's
but
cute.
I feel sorry for him. It doesn't matter what he does, he's getting put.
Aye. But you know,
Pillar post, and he's done a great job up there.
I was watching the game.
I don't think he can do any more, than what he's doing.
Yeah.
I was watching the game, Mark, and I was saying to your man here that when they went 2-1 up, I thought, go and get the third, go and get a fourth.
Aye.
But he took McGinn off and put Devlin on and just shored up and made sure he got the 3 points.
Aye.
He knows how to win games
course,
at
aye.
times. And I think that could be, when we're talking about third or fourth,
Aye,
that could be the difference.
But that's the sort of things that Aberdeen fans moan about, because he takes a striker off and put a defender on. But like you say, it gets results.
That's why we're no managers.
Aye.
And that's why guys like Derek McInnes and the rest of the guys that are working at the top, that's why they're there. Because
you're right.
they're cute,
He is very
they're clever,
cute. He is very cute, especially that wee Gilly on. Right, Coupon. You want to go first since you nearly got one up last week?
Go on then.
Right. Kelly versus St Mirren.
I'm going to take. I think it's a great result for St Mirren, but I think they'll beat Kilmarnock away, so I'll take a draw there.
That's
I'll go for a draw.
No,
Can see that happening.
That's
I
it.
can see.
Okay.
That's a draw for that one.
We're going to go Hibs versus St Johnstone.
I'm going to take. I thought Hibs done all right against Aberdeen, but they get beat 3-1. I know it sounds like a battering, but I thought they'd done all right. So Edinburgh, Jack needs a result here, and I think he'll get one. So I'm going to go for a home win.
I think that could bust the Coupon.
No.
That's it, I agree with you.
Right, okay. Livingston versus Hearts.
See, that's why we.
Exactly.
That's right. So you're homeless.
That's why you're homeless. I'm going to take Livingston to beat Hearts there, because that's a hard place to go when you're not getting any confidence. Big pitch.
Oh, wow.
I think Livingston will beat them.
Seen a few tweets last night. Naismith was getting a wee bit for Hearts fans.
Aye.
Was it? Wow, right.
Why? No trying.
No good. No doing
What do
it.
you mean, just no good enough?
And more than everyone else.
Aye,
I think the Hearts fans are kind of in despair. And
aye.
I think they just
Wait a minute,
cannot
everybody-
believe what's happening.
And can
at
also
the moment.
say, no for boys at Dundee, Berra's absolutely cruising it up there. Made a massive difference to them.
Well, you take guys like that out of
Dundee.
a dressing room, right?
Good. That's his level.
See when you take like sir, do you know that?
No, listen, he's wearing gum shields. Get wearing gum shield, you play
Right, take away the gum shield, you've got a fixation of his gum shield. But see when you take guys like Berra and Whelan, experienced boys,
good,
been there,
that's good.
take them out for the playing part, the dressing room.
I know.
That has an effect
Brilliant, I
on
know,
the
listen.
on the rest of the boys.
No, but Dundee's it's a good level, and he's shown he's better. He's a good player. Listen, I'm winding him up. But he's a good player.
And a
But he's in-
relegation
he's in-
scrap, you
he's
want
in
that
there.
type now?
Of course
You
you
want him
do.
in there, so yeah, of course.
Right, okay, fine. And finally, Rangers versus Celtic.
You know, I'm going to go with Celtic, but it's going to be the referee. I'm not convinced about the referees for this weekend, so I'm going to make it
Thinks the same
controversial.
purpose.
Beaten, innit? John
It's,
Beaton.
it could be. He's got to get it right. It's one of the games that's huge in terms of, if Celtic win, it's finished. If Celtic are going
Correct
to
me
win
if
the
I'm
league
wrong,
anyway,
but you try to influence the referee now?
No. Just make the right decisions. That's what I'm saying.
Wow, man.
Make the right decisions.
Derek, here we
Be
go.
strong.
now.
Don't
I'm
let 'em
going to
get
change
you.
a few things. I'll go the
Right, we'll start with... Have you got all this?
Okay,
right,
sorry.
okay.
It's pretty similar to Maka, but
Right.
I'm going to change it just for...
Right, we'll go
Just-
Kelly versus St Mirren to start.
Right, so I was going for a draw there, and you've went for a draw, so I'm going to go for Kelly.
Kelly,
I'm going to go for Kelly because at home they're not bad. I like Brophy, the two again in the middle of the park. I think the big boy Finlay at the back needs to settle down a bit. He's given to give that penalty away again last night. I'm sure it was him. So he's a good player, he's got pace, but he just needs at times his decision making. But I'm going to plump for Kelly.
There's a wee exclusive for Stuart Finlay, Dundee United next season.
There you go. Right.
Good move.
Some pace, that boy.
I like him.
So he's
I like him,
very
man.
quick.
Hibs versus St Johnstone.
Hibs. I think there'll be a reaction. They were good with 11 men up until, I don't know what Whittaker was up to, for an experienced player. he gets sucked into making a tackle in the middle of the park when your team are in control of the game, cost them and end up. But I think there'll be a reaction.
Here's one thing. I think
Is
it'll be a
McNulty
big
back in?
miss because McNulty's back. I think.
Is he back?
But who's going to play as the sort of sitter for Hibs now? And St Johnstone legs in the middle of the pitch, getting runs into the box, nobody to.
Remember, look what he's got kind of defensively and get, because obviously like, Whittaker's been a
He was
fullback.
sitting, wasn't he?
Aye.
He was sitting
Starting to talk like a coach now.
I'm not fucking acting like what I'm talking about.
But do you know something? they might go the opposite way and just go, because Hibs, what's their strength? It's in the final
Get the
third.
ball.
You know, so get the ball into that final third. Don't think too much tactically about it. And
I think Hibs got a lot of good players.
they have got to
Scott
go.
Allen, that they get on
I
the
know,
ball.
but
they're good
everyone
players.
always says Hibs have got players, and you say who, and they say Scott Allen. Who else?
Oh,
But
McNulty's
beside him-
terrific. Boyle.
But beside McNulty,
Excellent.
Boyle, the two
Hey,
boys, see.
and
He's fucking brilliant, beside.
tell me, they've got a
Right.
few good players.
Boyle, McNulty,
Aye.
good
And
guy.
McGinn, they're playing three at the
Aye.
back, aren't they?
Good
So
guy.
the
Okay.
So
Just
Hibs,
asking. I'm
we're
going to
going
ask
to
him.
Hibs. Aye, come on.
Right, okay. You're going Ross County versus Hamilton. Oh,
Here
big game
we
that
go.
is. That's a corner.
Hamilton.
That's yes. No, you just tell me my coupon. Aye. Again, but it's Hamilton, couple of brilliant results, and I think Ross County need to be better defensively. Certainly up against big Ogdenpo because he looks on
Oh,
fire.
he's doing well, that boy, isn't he?
He's on fire at the
He's a
minute.
big
He's
fat
a
boy.
big physical specimen up top. Tell you what, they had a few chances the other day, but there's something about Ackies. They just this time of the season they
They
enjoy
might
this.
get it. They get
But-
might get results.
But a toughie. But I'm going to plump for a draw.
Okay, and finally, looking forward to it.
Come on.
Rangers versus Celtic at noon.
Noon
Right.
kick-off. High noon.
Rangers have been good against Celtic. They've been dreadful. It's no beater in the bush. They've been dreadful the last 5-6 games. But home advantage with the crowd, I'm going to go for. I think we might get a draw with it.
A draw.
Aye, that's the thing. But we're the underdogs. We're not playing well. I'm trying to, and the positives I'm
be
looking
going for
for
grab
is the
bags.
games against Celtic. So if the players can draw in that, and I don't know. I mean, we're talking about Canberra or Morelos up top. I think it might be
Would you go
Morelos.
with two? Would you go with two now?
I don't think Gerrard will go with two. He's got a way of playing, and we Kent, maybe Aribo in there, you know, and be
Kent,
solid.
Kent let you
Jack's
down.
up.
Is Kent disappointed?
He
you?
scored, didn't he? He scored against Ross County.
But then
I know,
you
but-
look into his back in his history that he's never really played a full
No,
season at the top level. So we put all that money, that 7 million, spent it in the one player. Of
Talent,
course,
isn't he?
aye,
Talent.
aye.
I
But
actually think he's better than playing through the middle of the pitch. just
sometimes
off
you
his
let
cross
him
field.
drift into that hole.
He can go both sides, can't he?
He
Aye,
can be
he's a good player.
effective, but
He's a good player.
aye. So at best, listen. Of course, I want Rangers to win. It would make my Sunday rather pleasant, but I think the best we can hope for is a draw.
And stocking up for the Crows, you're saying you're getting back on the booze, aren't you?
Oh yes, I've not had a drink for 5-6 weeks, so this weekend it's. I think I'm going to go for it. Why not?
This weekend.
Aye.
I'm going next weekend. I'm going to a convention.
Cancelled, mate.
It's cancelled. Playing a Corona, no virus.
Lads, thanks very much. Cheers.